Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. In this lesson, I want to go into the word patience. Okay. Now, patience is a main quality that we need as men of the Lord, is a quality that we need in this truth. It requires a lot of patience. Okay, so when you look up the word patience here, it says patience, quality of being willing to bear adversities, calm endurance of misfortune, suffering. Okay, patience, sufferance, permission, and directly Latin potentia, the quality of suffering and enduring. Okay, submission, also indulge, leniency, humility, submissiveness, submission to lust, literally quality of suffering. So the word patience means suffering. Okay, because when you wait for something, all right, that time period that you're waiting is a time period of suffering. Okay, if you're working out and you're looking to get into shape and you see that you're completely out of shape, that time period you're doing all that work and it seems like nothing is happening. It seems like you're doing all that work in vain. You know, you're dieting, which dieting is the hardest part of the transformation. But you're doing all these things and, you know, you see it's little by little. So it's barely noticeable at first. But then, you know, after a while, you have people saying, oh, you look different or this and that. And then you start to notice it. And that's the reward. But before that, you know, and that could take 5 months. That could take 6 months to get to where you want to be. You know, 7 months to get to where you want to be. Right. But it's a thing of patience and endurance to get to that point. And this is what we're doing in this truth. We're patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back. And before he comes back, we have to endure the madness of this world. Okay, let's get Romans the 8th chapter in the 24th verse. It says, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? Right, so it's the things that we can't see that we're hoping for. Okay, not the things that are in front of us. Not the thing, you know, like you look in your bank account, you see $3 million. You don't need to hope to be able to pay your bills. It's already there. Okay. You understand? But if you have no money in your bank account and you got rent due in 4 days, now you have to hope that Yahweh Shem Shai will make something happen for you. Okay. It says, but if we hope that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. Meaning that period of waiting for it is a period of suffering, you know, because you really don't have any proof that it's going to be there, but you're hoping that it's going to be there. You know, you're still expecting it, but it's not there. We see, you know what really comforts you. It comforts you when you see it. That's a comforting to you. So we're truly going to be comforted and at rest when we're in the kingdom. You know, when Yahweh Shai comes back. But before that, you know, we have to suffer and wait for it. Now let's get Hebrews 11:1. This is Hebrews 11 and verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See, so we believe it so much that we have evidence that it's going to happen. You know, but those that are not, that have little faith, they can't see it. You know, it's not evidence enough to them. You know, like Esau, because Esau's a carnal man. He needs proof and data with everything, like vocab. They need proof and the data and the DNA. You know, which that's all BS. But you know that's how they think. You know, because they're carnal minded. All right. It says faith, assurance. See, a faith is an assurance. You have in yourself. You're assured of these things. Okay, that's where you get the word confidence from. Con meaning with, fidence meaning faith. When you move with confidence, you speak to a woman and you know you can get that woman. Your mind, you know you can get it. It's assured. Guess what? You probably will get that woman, because women they like confidence. And when you have that confidence of assurance, man, that's powerful. That's powerful. And that's what the elect is going to have when all hell breaks loose. Okay? The faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Belief, them that believe. Fidelity, like I said, confidence, fidelity, all right, with faith. All right? It says conviction of the truth of anything, belief. In the New Testaments of conviction or belief respecting man's relationship to the Most High and divine things, generally with the included idea of trust and holy fervor, born of faith and joined with it, relating to the Most High, the conviction that the Most High exists and is the creator and the ruler of all things, the provider and bestower of eternal salvation through Hamashiach. Now, this is all spiritual. Excuse me. Us believing in the Most High, that He exists, and believing in Yahushua, His Son, that He died and all these things and rose again. That's all spiritual. You know, that's all spiritual. It's not a thing that can be taught, but it's a thing that has to be within you. Even the scriptures speak about faith being a gift, and that faith, that confidence, comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, and we can't sell you that. You know, you can't buy that from us. That's something that has to be given to you of the Heavenly Father. This is Ephesians 2 in verse 5. It says, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Hamashiach, and hath raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Hamashiach Yahushua, that in the ages to come He might shew the exceeding riches of His grace in His kindness toward us through Hamashiach Yahushua. For by grace are ye saved through faith. So the reason why we're able to be delivered, even though we sin and we go off, all right, is because of grace. All right. And we say, oh, to the best of our ability, but really there's things that we do that really we could have done more. All right. But through grace, because we believe in Yahushua, because we're sincere, you know, because we do the work, because we do certain things, charity and, you know, and things, you know, and, you know, help our parents out. We do things to cover a multitude of sin while we believe in Yahushua. This is what's going to allow us to be delivered. And that's through grace, because really, according to the law, we're all supposed to be put to death. We're all adulterers. You know, we all have profaned the Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? And according to the law, according to the laws of Moses, there was no mercy. But under 2 or 3 witnesses, you were put to death for certain things and cut off from your people. You know, so that's where the grace comes in. You know, but it's through faith. You have to have faith to receive that grace. Okay, you have to believe to receive that grace, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. So that is a gift. Okay, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are His workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahushua unto good works, which the Most High hath before ordained that we should walk in them. Okay, so that's it. So that's a gift. Now, while we're waiting, although we believe, while we're waiting, it's a point of suffering, because we want the end result. We want the reward, but the reward is not here yet. Just like you're working the whole week, and you got to work the whole week up until Thursday or Friday to see that check. Okay, to see that check come in, man. Okay. And that's the day, you know, then that kind of makes you, when you see that check drop in your account, you got the comfort. But before that, you know, the check is supposed to come in, but it's not there yet. So you got to go to work, you got to do all this BS, and you still need that money. That's the suffering, that's the patience. And we have to have that patience as we're waiting for Yahushua. That's why scriptures say the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, man. This is not a fun thing, man. All right? It's not a fun walk. That's why you have to have balance, man, and not just constantly beat yourself up and constantly try to be too stoic to the point where you're destroying yourself, man. You got to do things that's pleasing unto yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of relieve yourself. Try to be something you're not, because what you're going to end up doing, being over righteous, you're going to end up destroying yourself. Okay? Now, even the Most High, he has patience dealing with these devils. Okay? Because he allowed Esau, Edom to rule. So he's up there suffering, watching these devils, but he's the most patient. The most stable. Okay? But even the Most High himself and Yahweh Shai, they're up there annoyed and irritated at this devil. Okay? Which he created. Okay? All right? This is Romans 9:22. It says, what if the Most High, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured? See, because when you look at the word endured in French, the word dur means hard. All right, so to make hard, you gotta harden yourself. You gotta harden your spirit to be able to withstand with much long suffering or much long patience the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, which are the Edomites. Okay, he's suffering them right now. That's why it says he who will now let until he be taken out of the way, because he's bound by his word, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. Okay, which is the elect, even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, not of the circumcision, but also of the Gentiles, which are the Israelites that have followed after different customs, that were not living in Jerusalem, so on and so forth. Okay, this is what it's speaking about. See? So, but it says long suffering. The Lord is dealing with long suffering. So we have to deal with long suffering and endure and harden ourselves. The Lord said, what? Gird up thy loins as a man. We have to endure. We have to strengthen our spirit, okay, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, in order to endure and just kind of flow, okay? And you got to find your rhythm. You got to find your flow in this place where you're not going crazy, man. All right? That's why I said you got to have balance, man. Okay? You got to have balance. So with that, Lord's willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.